1868 from the great ancestor, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And we're approaching 60 years. And he stated, do you know that most of the poor people in our country are working every day? And they are making wages so low that they cannot begin to function in the mainstream of the economic life of our nation. These are facts which must be seen, and it is criminal to have people working on a full-time basis and a full-time job getting part-time income.
Was a former restaurant worker, so I viscerally understand what it means to earn sub-minimum wages. And I think back then it was $2.30, many years ago. But my name is Assemblymember Jessica Gonzalez Rojas. I represent one of the most amazing districts, sorry everyone else, in the state, one of the most diverse districts in the state. Well known for our vibrant restaurant industry. We have, if you pick a country, I can bring you to its food. But these are the workers that make our community great, that make our community vibrant, that are earning sub-minimum wages under a legal standard in New York State, where the assumption is that they will earn tips to make up for that sub-minimum wage. Now, in January, we celebrated in New York State that almost all workers will now be earning $17 an hour. But still, because of this sub-minimum wage scheme, restaurant workers, servers, the people that literally serve food on your table are only earning $14 an hour. And in other parts of the state outside of New York City, that is as low as $13 an hour. Is that right?
No.
Right. No. So, one thing that I also want to acknowledge that many of these workers are women of color, are immigrant women that are often facing multiple jobs to make ends meet. And these workers are twice as likely to have to rely on programs like SNAP that are being decimated at the federal level to put food on their own table. And think about that cruel irony. The people who serve you, that literally put food on your table, cannot afford to put food on their own table. Is that right? No! Right. So I'm here to stand up alongside the workers of the restaurant industry to fight for a living wage for all. But the very first step is making sure we eliminate the sub-minimum wage structure for people with disabilities, for restaurant workers, and for people who are incarcerated that literally make cents on the dollar.
Minimum wage. So this is like the exploitation we see in our communities. So we need to stop and we need to raise the minimum wage and reinforce all the laws. Minimum wage for workers in Westchester, they make $17 an hour. You can check in your phone how much is the rent in a studio, in an apartment. It's more than it costs for $17 an hour. People, they can live with that. So that's why we need to pass the living wage for all, and we need to pass now. Thank you so much.